Hello everyone, this is G-Shock High Fashion channel. Today we're gonna have a look at this very old G-Shock watch. But before we get to that, as you can see, I have a bunch of G-Shock vintage watches at the back over there, which you guys gonna be seeing upcoming few days or weeks on this channel, so stay tuned for all of them. So before we get to that, as always, I'm gonna need to talk about the history of this model first, so you guys could understand this, what this thing stands for and all those. Alright, so we're gonna need a perfect Bible for this. Any year would do, because we're just gonna have a look at the model that was released back in the year 1998. We did receive a lot of good stuff, such as this GT-004 and all this yellow lineup, air divers, frogman, rice man, fisherman. Very cool model that's very collectible, even up to date, and a lot of clear jelly models as well. Look at it, look at all those clear jelly models, so nice. What we're gonna have a look today is on the top here. This series 3 of this was released in the months of March. They falls under the G Cool series, and their reference number will be GT-003, and the specific one that we're gonna have a look today, this guy, would be this one over here. GT-003 PF-2T stands for blue and white. The one in the middle here is orange and white, and the one on the left will be full white color model. From the description, they say that this is the Pizzicato 5 official G-Cool model. You can see that from the backplate as well. It is the official Pizzicato 5 model, G-Cool, year 1998. So I'm pretty sure that's why it comes with this leather-like material and looks pretty cool, I believe, in the 90s. You know, we don't have anything that is so rugged or industrial as this model or the G-Steel or the Modmaster at all back in the days. You know, in the 90s, this is, I believe, the standard. So this design fits to the age. Not today, but back in the 90s, I believe. It operates on Casio 1699 module, which don't have a lot of functions, so it makes me curious why they need to price this thing at 23,000 yen retail. I mean, with the exact same money that you're gonna spend on this for today, you will be able to grab this G-Steel model instead. Look at both of this, how much they differs. This thing is indeed way better for the price, for 23,000 yen. If I'm gonna spend 23,000 yen retail, I'm gonna get myself G-Steel like this instead. Since, if I'm not mistaken, the market price or the resale price for this G-Cool series today in 2018 aren't as high as this. I'm pretty sure it's just about 30 bucks. Less than 100 bucks, definitely depend on condition, of course. Close the book now. We're gonna have a look in detail for the construction of this piece. From the sides, we're gonna have a look at 3 screw locking mechanism for the bezel, and also this what I call the shock absorber for the back. And it comes with this blue, very beautiful blue. I gotta give on that, nicely done on the blue colorway. The colorway haven't beginning to fade, even though this model over here is like 20 years old already, so that's very nice. All right, both sides goes the same, 2 buttons as well, square shape with some texture in the front there, so you guys could have some grip when you're operating the functions. And we have at the top here a silver like ring in oval shape, almost metal-like, although I'm pretty sure this is just a resin or plastic material. So yeah, I'm not sure what to say about that, but it looks very cool. And the light button at the front here, curved in shape as well, so that is very nice. Things to see over here, it matched very well with the bezel ring on top there, so cool idea. It will glows EL electroluminescence in green colorway, and you can see there are some logo as well in there. I believe those look like the star, I believe. Yeah, star. And one other thing that is interesting for G-Cool series like this is that it comes with the mineral glass, that dome shape, compared to most model at the same year as well, which is also mineral glass, but the glass is just standard flat shape. This guy comes in dome, which gonna give this a very nice reflections, especially if you're gonna be wearing this for fashion wear. This thing gonna grab attention. If I'm not mistaken, dome-like shaped glass like this gonna be tougher than plain straight glass on your G-Shock, of course. And since the colorway on this piece is just fully white, so I'm not a fan of this, but it probably does in the 90s, and the blue tone on here really looks retro to me as well. It fits very well to the age, and it comes with this leather like material. I am totally not sure if this genuine leather or just synthetic, but most of the time Casio G-Shock will only use synthetic leather to make the watch band on their models. So I'm pretty sure this is synthetic, so I don't think it's gonna cost that much to make one of these, right? It was locked standard spring bar mechanism there, and this part was built out of nylon instead of leather, so this part gonna last you longer compared to resin and compared to when you're using leather as that part over there. And if I'm not mistaken, a G-Cool series is one of those series that Casio G-Shock have been promoting back in the 90s. They produce a lot of G-Cool series G-Shock watch that they're pretty cool. They have very weird design most of the time, so that is interesting as well. It fits to the age, although Casio G-Shock seems to stop producing this and focusing more on big case, cool looking G-Shock watch today, such as this guy or the Modmaster, all of those GT-000 or GT-100 series. All those models I believe to be like a replacement for this G-Cool series. And one of the things that I found interesting for this model is that it comes with this dual color display, so that is nice. We didn't get this type of things a lot today as well. The blue part up there have day date, you could use that for mode indicator as well. At the bottom part, clear and crisp display for the time in digital. Press mode now will go to a BPM, so from here know that this is just a BPM counter equipped G-Shock watch. Basically just add in a beat and then it will measure the beat, and that's it. And then we're gonna have a look at a stopwatch, a alarm, and back to home time. That's pretty much it. Very simple engine, which I think I already talked about in detail as well before on the channel, but on a separate model I believe. And I'm pretty sure this guy have one of the interesting function, that is the auto light, right? So let's try to turn the thing on. Alright, I think I already turned on the auto light on this piece. There it is, still working fine for me, so I'm good on that. And it is still very bright as well, so that's very nice thing to see in here. I'm still not a big fan of this profile shape, but if you have a smaller wrist, I believe this is a nice thing for you to wear. And if you don't plan to give your kid a G-Shock, this will be a nice thing to give away as well. It looks pretty, I believe, to be cute compared to models that we got today, man. Like totally different world we are dealing with over here. However, the watch band on this piece is one of the downsides, since it is beginning to crack because it is in leather. If it come in a resin material, it's definitely gonna last us longer, but then again, you could just replace this watch band over here on any watch band that you like, add a nylon strap in there, and you'll be done. You're gonna have yourself very nice looking G-Shock already. Standard shape, not tapered at all, just round shape at the end over there. The stitching looks nice, although the leather though, it feels pretty cheap to me. Moving at the top here, this part, the connector comes in white as well. This part seems in blue. The band keeper still seems to hold it up very well to me. And they come with this Casio buckle with no Japan or China or Thailand sign at all, so I'm pretty sure this was made by this brand over here. It looks cool for fashion wear, but I don't know about today, man. This is not the trend for today, unless you're very into vintage watches and you don't have a lot of funds to spend on buying G-Shock. This is a nice thing to purchase, you know, since the price is very low. Right, we're gonna have a look at the backplate now. They have this shock absorber, of course, in white, so nothing going on over there. What it got me interested about the backplate is that I cannot see any one of those hairline finish that we could see on every G-Shock. So it's just plain, simple finish, matte finish, of course, without none of those texture at all. So straight. And we have here the official Pizzicato 5 model G-Cool 1998 copyright. And we have a stainless steel back, water resistant to 20 bar as well, G-Shock GT-003. And Japan over there, and Casio of course, and $16.99 window over there for the module for this piece. This guy was fully made in Japan, and I believe that is why the price for this is very high, but it looks cool. It is pretty small, it fits to the age, and also if you hold it on hand, it have a very hefty weight on it as well. So yeah, probably something they add in here to make this thing have the weight and makes this model feels a little bit more premium because of this weight that this model have. So that's cool thing as well. You know what, I'm gonna be wearing this right now, probably at holes number 2 from the top, I was hoping this is not gonna crack the watch band and bezel though. Where it's over there, and that's it. A leather watch band, and this is how the watch looks like on my wrist. Seems like it fits very nice. Fits very well. It is indeed leather. It's gonna look way more formal. It's gonna look way better than resin. I mean, leather like watch band have those some sort of class in it, so that's a pretty typical thing. The watch itself didn't sit as high on my wrist, although we have square model that's gonna sit lesser than this, but this thing is just good enough the way it is. The fitting is nice, although the watch band not gonna last you a really long time. The watch still holding out very well with auto lights as well, so it's interesting. So it looks very beautiful for the colorway, white and blue. Although I'm not a big fan of white, but in this case, gotta give it that for fashion watch. This is where I like it. And you know, to conclude everything, it makes me wonder if this thing gonna cost 20,000 yen in the 90s. 20 years after that, this thing costs like, I mean today, this thing costs like less than $100. It makes me wonder what's gonna happen to this series over here. What's gonna happen to our favorite Master of G, one of those G-Shock that we paid a lot to get 20 years from now? You know, it's just make me wonder. So yeah, think about it. And look, that sums up all the things that I have to share on this very video. I hope you guys found this helpful, informative, and entertaining as well for your future reference. Leave a like if this video does help you though, and also subscribe to see more contents like this coming up in the future. Thank you very much for watching. This is G-Shock High Fashion channel, and